Now in this tutorial, let's use a bunch of things that I've taught you so far on this website. Let's use perspective, let's use value control, let's use the three values, and let's use the compositional shape. Alright, so now if we go here and we look at our very primitive compositional shape, it's going to be kind of part of a sideways triangle. Okay, and that's going to be my main dark. Okay, and this is going to be another triangle, but it's going to be a middle tone. So basically, that's my compositional shape. Now I could have broken it into one, and I could have done like this little loop thing. This is like another way of like me doing it, and just had like one kind of thing. But I'm trying to get like a little bit more definitive with it, and I'm trying to really break it down to the three values. So I've got my dark, my middle tone, and my light. So basically what that is it's a bunch of positive and negative. So now what is this? Basically, let's say you're doing like a little storyboard and you're doing this for like an animation. I'm going to do a cityscape. Okay, so I'm going to utilize some perspective. And you know, maybe this cityscape is kind of coming on down this way, and then I've got the other side of like my street. So we're going to come on down this way. So now, basically, I'm using perspective. So this is going to be my horizon line. Okay, this is not a perspective demo, but I just want to show you how I'm thinking. Now, again, you want to layer all the techniques that I teach you, and layer them for each drawing that you do, and then layer them into your own personal style, your own way of drawing. So you're going to see, obviously, like I'm going to give you some I'm going to give you some line drawings, but you can see like I really draw more with tone. So now I'm mimicking my compositional shapes, or a compositional shape, alright? So now let's make this look a little bit more like a drawing and not so much like a scribble. So let's say now I wanted to put like a building in over here. Maybe there's going to be like some stuff's going to be far away. Maybe I've got like another building. Okay, it's going to be like right there. Maybe I've got some like rooftop stuff that's happening. Maybe perhaps this one turns away from us a little bit, so we see part of the side plane. And then we just get smaller and smaller as we go back. Maybe one gets just like a tad taller, but basically, that's going to be our perspective kind of going back. Could add like a tree over this, and then maybe I've got like some far buildings on the other side of the street. I already went way too dark with that. Okay, and let me step back for a second. Maybe I wanted to add just like a little bit of an awning. Okay, punch up some dark stuff. This could be a tree that's planted in the foreground. I can add like a little bit of a sidewalk. Or this could be a light post, whatever you want it to be. Okay, so now I'm really starting to get into my three values. Maybe this is like in shade underneath like that little bit of an awning. Maybe I'll do like a doorway over here. Again, side plane of this building. I can even have like some of my clouds go back into perspective if I choose to go that route. So everything's going to that point. I can even have some like cracks in the street or some like lines in the street. So now if I went over to this side, I could just show the front plane of that building, maybe like some front planes over here. Boy, there's so many sirens outside. I live in like suburbia, and it sounds like I live in like the middle of Manhattan right now. Okay, so that's my basic compositional shape, like what we talked about. The buildings are really primitive. So now let's talk about value control.